when I step in here, you can see all of this stuff flexes. It might be hard on the video, but I can feel it under my feet. It feels like I'm on a bouncy playground rubberized surface, not on solid cycle.
We're here on site at the Miami project where these low-cost knockoff infill covers were installed. We were concerned that infill covers in general, and WunderCovers specifically, might get a bad reputation from the use of low-quality imitations. We decided to take a look firsthand. So what we see here is one of the milder cases on site. You find these cracks everywhere because the pan flexes, the pavers really can't move, and since the pans flex, the pavers break because there's nothing to support it underneath. Here's another cover, and what we have here is deformation as we get to a center load. The same types of stress fractures we saw, we're seeing this show up everywhere on a site that isn't even open to the public. You can see the height difference here where it's permanently deformed. And here, you see the buckling along the edge. This kind of deformation is visible on all sides of the frame. We can also see that debris has fallen between the slots, and given that these are two vertical surfaces, it's going to wedge into place. So not only is it deformed, it's getting locked into place permanently and will be difficult, if not impossible, to extract without damaging or tearing off the corner lifting points. Speaking of lifting points, these corner lifting points are completely undersized. No standard lifting tool can fit in there. And this is all happening in a protected area where there's minor incidental foot traffic. It's not too difficult to imagine what could happen if some heavy machinery or emergency vehicle came rolling through here. With these covers, you see everything that could possibly go wrong. Deformation of frames for all three components, many surface breaks, all indicative of the tray flexing and severe point loading. In fact, you can see the tray has flexed so much that the point loading has extended to the exterior, and because the exterior is mortared, the pavers aren't going to move. Here's another break for the exact same reason. You can see the consistency and height difference, and again, the pan deforming from pressure under any type of load. Take a look at the support structure in the middle. When you load it with just a foot, you can see it not only going down, but this piece is being deflected towards the tray. This is not a stable environment. For this project, we were asked to send product samples along with quotes, which were approved. We suspect these locally made imitations were copied from our original samples, which were sent in good faith for testing and evaluation. Substitution of our covers requires the submission of engineering drawings and a chain of communication to validate that the proposed alternative trays were engineered to pass certain standards. Now, based on our on-site investigation, it's highly unlikely these low-cost knockoffs went through the correct process for substitution, much less load rating certification. Furthermore, in our efforts to run an engineering simulation on what we found, well, we couldn't. In the computer simulation, the knockoff product deformed so fast and so much that the software couldn't complete the test. For the simulation to run, we had to reduce the H20 requirement of 90 psi loading by almost 90%, bringing it down to 10 psi, where the imitation product still catastrophically fails. If you'd like us to quote a WunderCovers solution to correct the problem, we'll be more than happy to do so.